Hey guys, so I want to, while I'm shuffling, which the cards have already been shuffled, but while I'm laying down the cards for your monthly April 2020 spread, I'm going to be telling you what I saw in the meditative session with Taurus, which this time around it's a little short. All I got was you kind of giving someone the boot, like, because you guys always come up as a bull, right? And I saw you like using your horns to kick someone out of the way. Not kick someone, but like shove them out of the way. And it kind of felt like you were just saying fuck off. So I don't know what that's about. But I also got a couple of songs, which is interesting because I got them in Spanish. So I'm gonna have to translate them a little bit. One of them is basically implies the time that we were together. The lyrics say, the time that we were together, you made me happy. But it's implying, like there's always a piece of me that's gonna love you, but it's our time to say goodbyes, is what the song is implying. Then the other song that came up is talking about how she feels like someone is, like her partner is making a laughing stock out of her. And she's letting him know that he's going to pay for it, for everything he's ever done to her. So this is interesting to me because this could be like, maybe you're Taurus, you're the one saying, the time our love was together, it was great, but it's over. And then the person you're walking away from could be the one saying, you're making a laughing stock out of me, so I hope you pay for everything you've ever done. I don't know if maybe you're the one thinking, both of those things. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get into the reading, because look at this. Overall energy is the Lovers. So the Lovers could imply you making a choice. It could also imply that this is how you feel about the person you're with. This is a general reading, so I do want to mention, if this does not resonate with you, that's fine. There's a lot of readers out there on YouTube and other places, so this will go to the Tauruses who need to hear it, okay? So the Lovers could imply you making a choice between people that you care about, between lovers, or, like I said, it could be the way you see your partner as your other half. Now, in this particular deck, we're using the Druid Tarot deck. The Lovers is a very intimate card here. This is, I don't think we could get more intimate than this. And it's not so much sexual, it's intimacy. There's a difference. This is someone that you are at complete comfort with to be yourself. You can be vulnerable, you can be open. You don't need to hide any part of who you are. That's intimacy, it's not sexuality. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the spread. First card that came out is the Rebirth card, which in other decks is known as the Judgment card. Let's clarify that, because especially because in this one it's named Rebirth. It implies that a piece of you is coming back to life. Maybe a piece of you that you thought you'd never see again. Maybe the romantic side of you, the poetic side of you, playful side of you. It's going to apply differently to different people. Let's clarify that Rebirth card. Okay, so to clarify the Rebirth card, we got the Eight of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Cups implies walking away from something and towards something else, right? Now, if you think about it, in tarot, the number of completion is the 10. So 8 is lacking 2 cups to be able to reach that 10. So to me, this comes across like you walking away from something that does not fulfill you towards that 2 of cups, towards those 2 cups that do fulfill you. Now, with the Page of Wands, this does imply being really full of courage and boldness and being really excited about what you're walking towards. The Eight of Wands, this could mean multiple things. You could be traveling to someone It could also, to me, implies falling in love quickly. So maybe that's what the rebirth is about. Maybe you really thought that you were done with love, you were done with emotional relationships, you were done with feeling this deeply for someone, and then out of nowhere, it just happens. And now you're on this path that you're quite surprised to be on, to be honest. Next card is the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands implies like you've already put in a lot of work. Let's clarify that. All right. So Three of Wands implies you've already put in a lot of work. I don't think this is related to the relationship though, from the cards that came out. I think this might be other projects that you've been working on. Could be a business, could be some enterprise that you've been, I'm sorry. It could be something that you're just working on. Let's just say a project, okay? Now, I don't know if this is a business or if this is a career move you're thinking of making, but when you look at the clarifiers, we got the Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Cups, and the Death card. So with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you're either taking on a mentor or you're training someone. Either you're taking on a mentor or you're becoming the mentor. And you're passing on skills, you're learning other skills, you're perfecting your craft. With the Eight of Pentacles, that is supportive of that. This is putting in all the work to be proud of what you're serving. You know, if you're producing a product, you're putting in a lot of work to make sure it comes out well done. And in this one, it even shows, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's the village is over here far away. So it might imply you isolating yourself a little bit because you're putting in so much work to make sure that your product comes out perfect. Wheel of Fortune is here. So I think that you're feeling really optimistic, feeling a sense of success, accomplishment. You could be getting offers because Jupiter is good luck, right? And right now Jupiter's in Capricorn, so that's really good for you, Taurus. So you could be getting offers, you could be getting contracts coming your way, and it's giving you a sense of, with the Seven of Cups, these are dreams you've always had that are finally being fulfilled. You see that? Seven of Cups is a very dreamy card, but in this case, there's so many pentacles, and then the Wheel of Fortune is here. This is not just a dream anymore. It's becoming a reality. There's like a lot of different avenues you've wanted to go down, and it's happening. And with the Death card, so I will say something will end. Maybe you're choosing a completely different field that you're in, you know? Maybe you're choosing to move from one state to another. Maybe you're choosing to relocate from one city to another. Whatever it is with the Death card, something is going to end so that you can move forward with the Wheel of Fortune towards whatever it is that's finally bearing fruit, that's finally making you feel like all the work you've put in is paying off. Now, that could be related to your romantic choice, but let's see. Nine of Wands is the next card. And this implies, you see how he's wounded? He's got his arm bandaged, but yet he's ready for another round. So this is someone who's been through battle and who's not ready to give up yet, even if they are wounded. So to me, that shows a lot of, let's clarify, a lot of persistence, a lot of determination, especially followed up by the Prince of Pentacles. So if this is, let's clarify if it's work-wise or relationship or both. Clarify Nine of Wands. Star card. The Sun card just fell out. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. In the bottom, we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so this could be romantic then. because with the Seven of Swords underneath the deck, I feel a very, like you're having to be very quiet. Now, you know what? This could be professional as well, because whatever it is you're doing, whatever moves you're making, it's like you're having to make them in the dark. You're having to not let anyone know what you're planning, where you're going. Now, why? The clarifiers came up as the Star card, the Sun card, the King of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Four of Cups. So let's focus on the major arcanas first. The Sun card and the Star card. This is literally, if this is professional, this project is going to get you fame with the Star card. Not just fame, but your wishes are being fulfilled. With the Sun card, all your creativity is being able to give an outlet. And I feel like you're just bursting with all this ideas that you want to implement, and it's finally coming true. Everything you've ever wanted to create is within your reach. It's finally here. Now, King of Wands, you're being given the privilege of being at the head, being the leader of whatever this project is. So if it is a project that you created, maybe before you were quiet about it because you were afraid of people taking your ideas, maybe they weren't patented, maybe they weren't implemented yet, you had no way of showing ownership for them, and so you were afraid of kind of being too oversharing. But with the King of Wands, I really see that, like, okay, when we put the King with the Nine of Wands, it shows the 10, right? Now you've got all these responsibilities. Like, yes, you're the leader now. Nobody's going to take your project, but you've also got a lot of responsibility, which I think as a Taurus, you're going to be fine. You can handle it. Even though we do have the Nine of Swords here. So there will be moments of anxiety. There will be moments where you are doubting yourself. But the Four of Cups, this is an advice to me. I don't know why it's coming as advice, but I feel like it's advice. Don't overlook this opportunity out of laziness or out of, like you're so focused on other things that you're overlooking this wonderful blessing that the universe is handing to you. So you see that, how out of this cloud, a hand is extending a cup, and he's not looking at it. He's looking in a different direction. But it shows apathy. It shows maybe laziness. So do not overlook this opportunity just because you're not feeling a lot of energy, you know? Drink some vitamins. I don't know. Go jogging. Do something. Don't let stress or whatever it is that's got you in this sense of anxiety make you overlook the opportunity you have in front of you, okay? Now, with the Prince of Pentacles as the next card, look at this. There's two princes side by side. Prince of Pentacles, Prince of Wands, which in other decks it's the Knights, right? But let's clarify Prince of Pentacles, because the Prince of Pentacles may move a little slow, but he's definitely in movement. He is just taking his time because he doesn't want to rush anything. Anything he puts his mind to, he's going to do well. Wow, that's a wow. Okay. All right. So the clarifiers for the Prince of Pentacles are, look at this. You're getting a lot. It's like the cards are just vomiting information. We got the Hermit, Judgment card, Ten of Cups, the World card, the Empress, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay? So let's go one by one. With the Prince of Pentacles, it shows him being he comes off as very solid, very stable energy, right? To me, it reminds me of Taurus, but we do get the Hermit card here. So remember when I said you're either going to take on a mentor or you're going to become a mentor? It could be both, right? You could be learning new skills while training people and others. But with the Hermit, it's taking on that teacher energy, right? So you're learning from someone who has a lot of wisdom, is a sage in your field, right? They're just packed with knowledge. And you could be teaching others as well. So the Prince of Pentacles implies that things are going to be slow for a little while because of that transferring of information, but it's going to be worthwhile in the long run. because we do have the Judgment card again. This is your calling. This is your vocation. You're feeling a strong pull towards whatever this is, even if it does imply a lot of work, even if it does imply time and energy. This is your calling. You're going towards it. Now, if this could also be romantic, right? But I'm feeling a more professional vibe at this point. With the Ten of Cups, this gives you, remember when I said the Eight of Cups is walking towards the 10? This gives you the ultimate satisfaction. So if it is romantic, this person you're walking towards is what gives you the Ten of Cups feeling. If it's professional, maybe you're walking away from a relationship to focus on your professional career, because it is what's giving you satisfaction and happiness. We also get the Saturn card, the World. So this is definitely a sense of accomplishment. This is, you feel you are leveling up. You're in a completely different playing field. Maybe it's adding zeros to your bank account, but you feel like you're leveling up. Maybe not just relationship-wise, but professionally, or both, right? And then we get the Empress and the Two of Pentacles. So if it's professional, with the Empress, this is a very abundant energy. So everything you've been working towards is paying off. Everything that you've been, all the work that you've been doing, all the skills you've been learning, all the time you've been putting, it's paying off. The Empress is the Venusian card of abundance, prosperity. Now, if it's a love relationship, with the Empress being represented by Venus, it implies unconditional love. Being able to, sorry guys, we have a house full of people, so bear with me, okay? So this implies unconditional love and trying to feeling in a very nurturing and loving relationship, right? So with the Two of Pentacles, I'm seeing, this is the third time I see a two. Well, not a two, but with the Lovers implies a choice, right? The Two of Wands is here, and now we've got the Two of Pentacles. So you're trying to decide something. I'll give you that much. I already know what you're gonna decide one thing and kick out the other because of the meditative session I was getting. but let's clarify that a little bit more. Now, the next card is the Prince of Wands. So with the Prince of Pentacles and the Prince of Wands being right next to each other, it implies a very stop and then full speed ahead type of energy. So for a minute, I would say the first half of April, it's going to feel very slow. And then around mid-April, you're going to go full steam ahead. Let's clarify that. I'm going to clarify Prince of Wands. Okay. Clarify Prince of Wands. All right, check this out. To clarify the Prince of Wands, we get the Emperor, the Three of Wands, and the Strength card. So, like I said, it's going to start off very slow, and then all of a sudden, Prince of Wands, you're just going to charge ahead. Now, if it's professional, with the Emperor here, you're going to be able to take charge fully. So you go from the King of Wands to the Emperor. It's a definite shift in levels. It's a definite shift in maybe skills, maybe the people that you're going to be in charge of, maybe, I don't know. You're going to feel like you're running a little empire, but that's fantastic. Three of Wands comes out again. So 2 3 of Wands is a 6 to me. Definite success, victory, accomplishment, achievement, feeling like, you know, you've won at something. You're getting accolades and awards and all sorts of awesome things. Now, we do have the Strength card here. So this is something that you've been holding back for a while. If it is professional, like I said, it's something that you've put in a lot of work and you just didn't want to talk about it because, like I said, you were afraid of it going somewhere else. But now you're charging forward. You're making sure that what's yours stays yours with the Emperor card here, right? Now, if it's romantic, the Emperor and the Empress together in a reading is quite rare for me. I love this combination though. This is Venus energy and this is Mars energy. So this is the couple that the male is very masculine, the female is very feminine, and you feel like you're just meant to be together. You are each other's half. You know, it's, to me, this is the couple that is together in the lovers picture. This emperor and this empress. There's just this level of understanding and love between them that is unparalleled. So I think that you finally have made your decision on who you're running towards. They may be, with the Three of Wands, they may be at a distance from you. And you have to travel towards them. But with the Strength card, I really feel like what you feel for them is incredibly deep. It is very, sorry, I'm trying to focus. It's very deep. It's very, it's very profound what you feel for this person. There's just a lot of emotion, a lot of love, and you feel like now you can release it. Like maybe before there was something, you hadn't made a choice, you hadn't made a definite stand, and now you're making a stand. You're just gonna go for it. Two of Wands. I really feel like the Two of Wands is implying a choice, but let's clarify that. Clarify Two of Wands. Oh. Yep. Okay. So the choice you're making, this shows two different queens. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. With the Five of Cups, one of them is going to end up hurt. You can't pick both. That's not how life works. So you have to make a choice between these queens, because you see that implies a doorway, like a new world. Whichever choice you make, your life will never be the same again. With the Five of Cups, one of these queens is going to be very disappointed. She's going to have a lot of regrets. I will say though, whichever one you pick, because there are 6 cups overall, I'm sorry, overall there is going to be a soulmate type of energy. But I do feel like because you come up as the King of Wands, most likely you're going to be picking this Queen of Wands, because they really feel like your match, the queen that you're going to pick. All right. And again, in this deck, it's called the Lady, but she's known as the Empress. Let's clarify that. If you guys could hear other people talking, it's just there's a lot of people in the house, so bear with me, okay? It's not, oh, look at that. We've got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So I really feel like this person came out of nowhere. If this is a romantic connection, this person came out of nowhere, or maybe the feelings for this person came out of nowhere. If it is professional as well, this is something you weren't expecting. You're just doing your job, doing the best you can, then out of nowhere a promotion or a sponsor, you know, something along those lines, something that is pushing you into a whole other world, but it really was something you did not expect. Now, with the Empress, we're getting the Four of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Fool card. So, I feel like after much deliberation, after much meditation, you finally came to a choice. Three of Swords. There's 3 people involved. You know you're going to have to make a choice. Because if you don't, all 3 of you are going to end up hurt, right? The Three of Swords is where, like, let's say you are committed with someone, but you've been having issues, you just don't feel the same. Someone comes along, you fall in love with them, but you're trying to stay committed. It hurts all 3 people because you're hurting the person that you're with because you know your heart is elsewhere. You're hurting the person that you're not going to because they know that you love them, but you can't be with them. And you're hurting yourself because it's this conflict, a lot of conflict, right? So all three people are going to be hurt until you make a decision. And I think with the Fool card, you finally are going to take a leap of faith. You're finally making your choice. The Empress is a 3, so again, implying a third person. I really feel like it's this Queen of Wands that you're making the choice to go towards. Now, the next card is the Queen of Cups, which is the one I feel you're walking away from, but let's clarify that. Let's clarify Queen of Cups. Oh, yeah. Okay. So for this Queen of Cups, see, there's that Tower again, I'm telling you. They probably don't see this coming either. Now, when we clarify it, we are getting the 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So, how is this Queen going to react? Well, 5 of Pentacles. She's going to be feeling the coldness, feeling shut out, feeling like maybe she has to beg you for attention, beg you for time. Because before, there was a lot of stability. But because it is Pentacles, I'm feeling more like a financial stability, especially with the King of Pentacles here. This is something that she's been counting on to give her grounding, to give her financial stability, I would say. Now, we also get the 5 of Wands. So I do feel conflict coming your way, Taurus. She may be a little combative because the Tower is at the bottom of the deck. So whatever it is that this is coming towards her, she's not expecting it. She did not see it coming. But I think you're going to be very direct with the King of Pentacles energy and let her know it's over. But like I said, with the King of Pentacles energy being here, she sees you as the rock in her life. The one thing that can keep everything stable. So it's definitely going to be a shock. Let's clarify this last card, the 4 of Swords. Let's see what it is that you're so thoughtful about here. Wow. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the 4 of Wands. So this is, see, there's that 7 again. This is what I think is interesting about this 4 of Wands. When people see the 4 of Wands, they relate it to terms like wedding, living together, home, etc., etc. Yes, all of those are correct. However, the 4 of Wands also implies like home and hearth, right? So if you think about a fire that you have in your home, where you prepare your meals, you warm yourself by the fire will not stay lit magically. That's not how it works. The 4 is stability, but it's like a stability that you need to keep building on. So if at one time you and this Queen of Cups had this, the fire went out at some point. It was not fed continuously. It was not taken care of. Which is where now it's taking you to this choice. And I think you are going to be very thoughtful about this. You're going to be very, it's going to be something that's just stewing in your mind, right? Because we get the Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords, the Chariot, the Moon, and the Knight of Cups. So, with the Queen of Pentacles here, at one point, this person was your match at one point. And you felt like, you know, once upon a time, we made a pretty great couple, which is that song I was playing, you know. While our love lasted, it was great. But the 9 of Wands showing up twice, makes me feel like both of you at some point started developing this very put the walls up type of energy. Maybe you were very harsh with each other. It could have been even physical at some point, because Taurus is a physical sign. But whatever it is that you exchanged with each other, it made you both feel wounded and defensive, like you needed to protect yourself from the other person, which, you know, isn't really conducive to an open and honest relationship. Next card is the Five of Swords. It led to feelings of defeat and blame, miscommunication. A lot of, well, you said this, yeah, but you said this. There's just a lot of petty arguments, but it hurts the ego. So maybe you've both been very disrespectful with each other, have been degrading, created gossip and slander. I mean, this is not a good energy at all. In fact, I feel like once you make this choice, that's going to be coming up again, because this is right at the end. So this Queen of Cups may not react well at all. I truly feel like she may lose her shit a little bit. With the Chariot card, because we do have the Queen of Cups and the Chariot, this could be a Cancer or someone that has Cancer type of energy. With the Moon right next to it, could imply Pisces as well. But whatever the energy is, it's like a psychological manipulative type of energy. With the Five of Swords right next to those cards, it's trying to hurt you in the most spiteful way. And the Nine of Cups being the last card here, could be this person goes out drinking and blames it on that. You know, well, I was drinking, I wasn't thinking, I wasn't acting, you know, you're gonna have to forgive me because I wasn't all there. Well, maybe don't go to that extreme then. And you won't fuck things up, because this is fucking everything up pretty bad. And she'll really have no one to blame but herself. So, wow. That was a lot, Taurus. But I do want to go ahead and congratulate you for whatever it is that you're accomplishing professionally. I really feel like you are going on a whole other level. You're going to really be feeling a sense of accomplishment. You're going places. And I want to go ahead and congratulate you. Relationship-wise, it's going to be okay. It's, you know, the Wheel of Fortune implies that sometimes we move away from things and move towards others, because that's how life works. And if you understand astrology and synastry and all those things, there's people that we meet along our way that just pull us in a certain direction because we're meant to go in that direction. So, thank you guys for joining me. I want to make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And let me know how it resonated with you in the comments down below.